Click, 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 click. Alright, people, welcome back to another episode of Monkeycraft. This is not Minecraft, I meant Kerbal Space Program. Now let's lift off our overhaul of a rocket. So as you guys can probably see, this rocket is gargantuan. It took me a while to launch. And I think during the launch, I may have gotten a bit too trigger happy with the time warp. And you can probably tell I'm not plugged into the mic anymore. I could probably do that for the next commentary, but for now we're just going to record using the microphone array on this computer. So, I'm not sure why I was clicking escape over and over again. I was a bit trigger happy yesterday, alright? And keep in mind, yesterday. Yeah. Sometimes when I say yesterday during these commentaries, it's usually like I meant yesterday by 2 days ago. This is a particularly long commentary. Just gonna raise our apoapsis there. I have no more to say to you guys. You need to leave. No, just kidding. I would not betray my audience, but yeah, there we go. Let's separate that first stage magnificently. Oh god. And we can just immediately go ahead with our second stage, which is a bit of a pain. And at this point, I was getting way too trigger happy with the monopropellant. Moving forward, our apoapsis is still too low, so at this point I was almost at a vertical pitch, like 100%. So I'm just watching that altitude at this point go up, up, up. And when I looked at the periapsis, I knew it was past the Kármán line, but the orbital plane was a little too low. Normally you want to aim for an equatorial orbit, and I was going to, using the maneuver node, I wanted to get this into orbit. However, I got a bit too trigger happy with my controls. And I would go on to burn too much monopropellant. Spoiler alert, which made the landing that much difficult. I'm just gonna have to do a lot of things as commentary. This is a long part of the video, and I'm just gonna showcase the landing because the ascent was a big pain. I don't think I would have been able to record and do the stuff at the same time because I was just making sure everything was perfect in the end. So continuing on, we're just going to move our footage forward. And it should be good. I'm not using the mic right now. I think I'll do that for the second commentary in about a couple of hours. School just started and I'm excited. Who's excited for school to start? Like, let's be real. So we're just going to burn along the maneuver node, spam physical time warp, because this is a gargantuan rocket, and why would I waste all the fuel in here? There's a tremendous load of Delta V in this rocket. Why waste it? This was inspired by the Apollo missions, and I think I might have accidentally undershot my maneuver node. I might re-enter Kerbin's atmosphere for a brief period of time. So I'm just going to complete this maneuver node at this point, and I can tell I'm not going to hit the ground. I might... So now looks like I'm going to narrowly miss the Kármán line, or I'm going to hit the Kármán line, actually. So now I'm in Kerbin's atmosphere, way too high for any sort of drag to happen. Just manually separating those fairings. Ditching that first stage. Sorry, a little something on my watch. Just checking in on my lander inside the cargo fairing. Looks splendid. We're still going down. I'm pretty sure the periapsis was 67 kilometers, and we just ditch all those fairings, and we can start unclipping the struts when we're out of Kerbin's atmosphere, because I have no intention whatsoever. And there we have it, we're moving out of Kerbin's atmosphere, back towards space. We can just undock our little escape engine, which gets rid of a lot more mass. I have 3 chutes in there, just showing you that. I felt like it was necessary. At the same time, it kind of was not necessary. But enough talk. So now we are in orbit, and now what I need to do is warp to apoapsis, or apogee, which, keep in mind, is high above Kerbin. Nice little crescent before the sun goes out completely. Still got a bit of solar hazes that's coming through that atmosphere, even though we can't see it. So, moving forward, we're just going to get this. As in, by get this, I meant... It's a long video, bear with me, I can't cut through the footage. Unless I were to record different bits, which is actually what I'm going to do for future videos. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a disappointment for these first few videos. But, no problems. I should be able to pull off this mission. Because if I don't, it's going to be a long, long ride. Now I can just add a maneuver which extends towards the mun. And I should be able to force myself into an encounter with it. Oh, maybe. So we have ourselves an encounter. I was almost like, man, this is impossibly low, even for the mun. I might end up landing in a polar orientation. Also, spoiler alert, kids, remember to equip your ships with quick saves, because I forgot to do that for this mission. So I had to, I completely lost it. At one point during the recording, I completely lost it. So I got a lot of exciting content planned, and I'm using a lot of monopropellant. I didn't realize it now, but later on in the footage, I almost ran out of monopropellant, which would have been really bad. I really only needed it for the landing and for the escape burn. I didn't record the return to Kerbin because I had to redo it again. Because the descent stage of the lander... I'm not going to spoil it. You'll have to see for yourself. Moving forward. Let's just keep going. And, yeah. I have nothing else to say. Besides, yeah, let's just get this burn done and over with. If it were up to me, I would have used the Rhino engine on this thing. And there we go. We have our encounter. And I didn't realize it, but my orbital inclination was way off. And this was getting closer to the part where I got a bit upset. By a bit upset, I was like, are you actually kidding me? At this point, I was trying to figure out, like, come on, work, please. So I decided it'd be a lot more worth it if I did that. And I just press H, and I can just move away from that. There we go. At this point, I wasn't sure how I was supposed to do it. I tried pointing towards the target, but I may have done that a little too fast, and I forgot to... Oh, I used the Lown lazy method of docking. Copyright Matt Lown, thank you for helping me with that. The Lown lazy method of docking is where you have two ships target each other's docking ports. I ended up smacking into this ship, and I ran out of monopropellant. So we're going to get Jebediah out on EVA and switch over here so I can control it. Keep watching what happened later. I mean, it did not end so well. We're going to set the thing as target, and we're going to separate. Come on, recording me, switch to target. So now Jebediah is in the landing vehicle, and we're just going to point target. I literally burned through most of my monopropellant and just getting towards the mun, but also through docking, especially that landing module. Bop. No, I thought. This isn't good. Stop it. Stop booping each other. Just dock. There we go. I didn't realize it now, but it's gonna be coming up in a few seconds. I keep foreshadowing. I don't know why I did that. I'm just looking inside because I added a little bit of like little panels. By the way, part of this build was inspired by Matt Lown. I'm gonna include a link to his channel in the description. Like part of my build, well, this one specifically was inspired by Matt Lown. Matt Lown's a really good KSP player. At this point, I was like, yo, no. Are you actually kidding me? This is where I raged. I was not very happy. Because I found out my orbital plane was too steep. Oh no. Sorry about that detour, we're back. I had to retry. Luckily, I reacted in a very calm and mature manner.